Hello, today we will be speaking about TAPAH. TAPAH means service. It means serving the world while going through some personal discomfort. Right now, instead of watching this educational video, you could be watching some entertainment clip, or be doing something else that would be more pleasurable to you. But you have decided to use this time for self-development. That is why you have put time into watching this lecture. This itself is a form of TAPAH. There is a widespread conception that yogis are escapists. They are running away from the world and its hardships, avoiding any interaction with society at large. In reality, this is far from the truth. The principle of TAPAH encourages us to actively look for opportunities to make some contribution to the world. That means making this world better, using whatever resources you have available. You may have some skills, maybe they are not perfect, but still. I may, for example, use my computer literacy skills to help educate older people who may need classes in computer literacy. I can, at the very least, put in 2 hours a week into this, to help someone just call their grandchild on Skype, to communicate with them via video, and as a result, you can create a lot of good and love in the world. That is why the practice of meditation itself inspires you to do service to others. As you sit down, you feel that you are being filled with love. Once you have enough love inside you, what do you do next? Well, it is important to learn to share it. That is why TAPAH is an important practice. It keeps this flow of inspiration moving. So, when you sit down in your meditation, you receive a certain portion of love, and then you give some of it on to others, and in turn you receive more. So we see that our spiritual practice has both internal and external components. Now, external service is TAPAH. It is the drive to change the world. It is a desire to make sure that others have food, clothing, shelter, education, medicine, and the desire to see every animal, every living thing be happy and develop rapidly. Now that is one goal, the external goal. The internal goal is to find this love within and practice meditation. These two goals must be in harmony with each other and practiced accordingly. Also, as we have just talked about Shaoqi and the means of purification, TAPAH is a great means of overcoming our psychological impurities. We are often faced with some shards of our psyche, some imperfection. For example, you and your friends could organize a soup kitchen. You cooperate with your friends. You decide who will cook, who will help people. And when you see these unfortunate people, you have this great temptation to look down on them, to preach to them, basically to feel superior. This is a great negative tendency, this habit of judging others from a high horse, to decide what is right and what is wrong, and to be passive towards another person's suffering. True compassion encompasses seeing the series of fortunate events that have allowed me to come here to where I am now. I had these particular parents, they taught me these particular ideas. I grew up in a good environment, I was taught good ideals, and as a result, I have connected harmoniously to society, while someone else might not have been as lucky, might have been taught different things, and as a result, is now living on the streets. This is not a bad person, but he has lived according to a faulty mindset that is based on ignorance and lacks harmony, and as a result, such people cannot adapt to reality. And if you judge him from on high, you will never be able to change him inside. But if you approach him with love, this feeling of brotherly familial affection, then maybe you can inspire him. From this, such a person can start to develop positive thoughts. They can get their papers together, find a job, start a healthy lifestyle, etc. And this is only possible if you have true compassion. If you are full of pride or aversion, it is very difficult. So, how can you check if you are capable of compassion? You can only figure it out via service. You must stand up and help others to overcome, feel their deeper emotions, transform them with a deep practice of brahmacharya, perform sincere service, and learn. But it is also important to know what to do, for whom and when. You should think long and hard on how to do this. Simply giving away money left and right, for example, is not a practical idea. It is best to make sure you know where this money is being spent. Where will people go with it? These days, there are many charitable organizations that have a good reputation that you can trust. As an example, Chulpan Hamatova is a good organization with its motto of offering life and a good example of offering service. Helping children get better, for example, is always a good way of helping others. So it is important to find the sincere feelings in your heart and coordinate your actions with them, to strive to do service, to devote some part of your life to TAPAH. This is the practice of doing good to others. Try to avoid thoughts like, I will first become rich, and then I will do this or that afterwards. So, if we are being honest with ourselves, if we don't start developing this habit now, then how will it develop? It doesn't work like that. So you should start with the little things. If you make $1,000, then maybe donate $50 to something. And do it not only for your own family, but on others as well. This is selfless service. And you will see how, eventually, abundance will enter your life. I see it like this. The universe has entrusted you with certain resources, skills, knowledge, or material resources such as money. And then you should use these resources harmoniously. If the universe gives you something and you just waste it, then the universe will go, okay, I guess I should find someone else. That is how I understand it. But if you rationally and harmoniously use what nature has given you, with gratitude and with care, then the universe will say, well, this is indeed a decent distributor of good in the world. I can trust him. I can give him more good. And that is how abundance can come into your life. Therefore, you can already begin to find opportunities, to think and to feel in your heart where you can help the world, and to begin to perform these acts. You will surely encounter some discomfort while doing this service, especially if you encounter others with whom you cooperate. As a saint once said, cooperation is the greatest form of austerity. When you do something on your own, it is easy, while cooperating with others is always a hard thing to do, as we must compromise, we must give up our time, and naturally there is always some discomfort. But together we can achieve greater things, far greater. And we must not be afraid of facing conflict. This is the natural way of things. We will always face conflict, but afterwards we will have progressed. Through this, we learn to communicate, to listen to each other, to find compromise. This is a positive process, and we all require it. Even amongst followers of yoga, do not expect things to be without conflict, to be easy. It will not be easy, but it will be positive. In all such things, you need to look for that grain of positivity this seed of growth. You will see that it is not merely some project that you are doing together. The biggest project is taking place within you right now. You are becoming a new person. You will develop new qualities. Your mind will expand. You will see a broader worldview, and so on. That is the most important aspect of what is happening to you at this moment. So try to perform this service. Look for opportunities and be mindful, and you will feel much love and inspiration in your life.